the origin and migration of modern human being. So, the most fundamental questions for any human beings are: who am I? Why am I here? Where am I from? Today, I want us to think about where we came from. By show of hearts, how many of us know where we came from? Oh, it appears almost everybody. All right. Um, okay. So throughout the known history of human beings, peoples from different cultures and places have used religion and science to determine the origin of human beings. So today I want us to focus on science. I want us to tell the story about the origin of human beings using science. To trace our ancestors and to determine how human beings migrated into the whole world. I've done a great deal of research. I've studied the book of Origin of the Species through Natural Selection by Charles Darwin. I've also studied the archaeological evidence that supports evolution theory. Along the way, I came across a very interesting documentary that was giving a genetic odyssey of origin of man. So next, I'm going to share with you the chronology of what I've learned about the origin of man. Up to 19th century, human beings, most people of the world used religion to explain the origin of man. The most dominant narrative in 19th century was the creationism. Creationism is the belief that all living organisms came into existence through an act of divine being. Now, in the mid-19th century, at the rise of science, Charles Darwin published a book on origin of species through natural selection. According to Charles Darwin, human beings have evolved over millions of years from a primitive being all the way to the modern intelligent being. So, according to archaeology evidence, the oldest fossils that have been discovered was discovered in Ethiopia, in Africa, and it was named Africana afarensis. So then most of us know this story from Africana afarensis. Then you have Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo sapiens. So from now I want us to focus on Homo sapiens. And so in 2016, Will Spencer published a documentary about the genetic odyssey of origin of man. According to Spencer, you can use the blood to determine our ancestry. So in the blood of a human being, we find the blood cells. In the blood cells, you find in the nucleus, there is a chromosome. So, and we have X chromosome and Y chromosome. So what is important today and is most relevant is Y chromosome. The use of Y chromosome is to make you male, if you are a male. Now, if you are a female, you have X and X. If you are a female, you have X and X. If you are male, you have X, Y. So according to Spencer, the Y chromosome is passed from father to son to son. And using that logic, you can go all the way to determine the very first human being who shared our gene, the gene of the modern man. And you can see the father, son, son, son. So according to Spencer, we can be able to trace using DNA 270,000 years ago. And I've seen other research, I won't consider of that, but if you use the mitochondria DNA, you can use it to go to find the female lineage. And then most of them, they match to about between 200 years ago and 200,000 and 170,000 years ago. So I'm going to present here a video for you. It explains much better speaking out of origin here.
But of all the people on Earth, the San are direct descendants of our oldest ancestors. I'll try to explain a little better this time. I work with DNA, our very own manual of life. It's in our blood, in every cell of our body, orchestrating our life processes. DNA is a ladder of just 4 linked molecules, A, C, G, and T, strung together in pairs in an incredibly long and complex sequence. If laid out, the DNA from one person would stretch to the moon and back 3,000 times. In our cells, this chain is broken into 46 bundles called chromosomes. Because of its sheer length, DNA is prone to develop small glitches in its sequence. They're called mutations. Everybody has them. When they occur, we pass them on to our children. We call these inherited mutations markers. As our chromosomes pass down through the generations, they carry these markers with them. They write our history. They are the source of our time machine, the way we can see back to our earliest ancestors.
Got the idea? So next, I'm going to, with that logic, William Spencer went to the whole world and he took blood samples from all over the world. And, from all over the world, and determined that our ancestor, our earliest ancestor, came from the continent of Africa in the, say, 170,000 years ago, from a tribe called San and the Bushmen. Now, 50,000 years ago is when the migration of human beings started from Africa to all over the world. And as you can see in my picture here, we have 3 routes. One of them followed the coastline, and the second one containing the Chinese, the Indians, and the rest of the world. They all followed the second route to the rest of the world. In conclusion, we have learned that using science, the origin, using archaeology and genetics, we can determine that we can find our ancestry in Africa, where they lived 170,000 years ago to 50,000 years ago when they started to migrate all over the world.
Thank you.